Good evening, everybody. We are back at Gill Stadium for the doubleheader of today's game. I'm Andrew Arnhem here with Michael Gonzalez. We saw a great game, Central versus Wyndham. Wyndham won that 8-0, and now we've got the 111 Crusaders against the 6 and 7 Trinity Pioneers.
Yeah, this is a winnable game for Memorial. Anytime two city rivals square off on a Friday night, beautiful night here in Gill Stadium, I'd say that it could be anyone's game. If anything, Trinity probably is favored on paper, but Memorial, if they can put a few hits together, and follow the pitching, that would be Isaiah Solis today. So he's proven to be, serviceable and not overpowering, more of a pitch-to-contact hitter.
For sure.
Pitcher.
He pitches to contact for sure. On the other side, for Trinity, Logan Whitney going. But I was talking to head coach of the Crusaders, Matt D'Ambrosio, before this game. They played Concord on Wednesday. They lost 14-3. It was 8-3, and 11 pitches later, 14-3. So, it's definitely the run support is not quite there for this team all season, but there's always time to turn it around, and tonight would be a perfect day to do so. The leadoff hitter for the Pioneers is shortstop Tyler Nolan.
Doing the catching for Memorial, Juan Pena. This is the third different catcher we've seen all year.
I believe he's going to be the catcher for the rest of the season just because he's been used in the past. Alexis Rivera much better in center field. Same with Ben Malu at shortstop. Our umpires for tonight behind the plate. We've got an all-too-familiar duo with Jim Walsh, Kevin Bolduc on the bases. So Lisa's first pitch is high for ball one.
Yeah, Jim Walsh, veteran umpire. We see him a lot. Expect the outside corner to be open all day.
Whitney swings a weird hit that's going to roll foul. He definitely got that off the end of the bat. Count will move to 1-1. Now Kyle Heavey is over at Shabbat McDonough Field on the campus of Manchester Memorial High School doing the Manchester Kings against the Nashua South Panthers lacrosse game. We will update you with updates whenever we get those. And a swing and a miss there from Nolan, strike two.
Yeah, nice velocity on that one. When you can set it up with an off-speed pitch, it looks that much faster.
Absolutely. Solis doesn't quite throw fast, but he does have command of all his pitches. As Nolan swings and misses there, Pena's going to have to chuck to first. Safe is the call from Kevin Bolduc. So despite the strikeout, Tyler Nolan is on with a drop third strike, and here to the plate is Ollie Service.
Bummer.
Yeah, that's a tough.
Yeah, but, I got to give Pena credit. He got to that. He made it a bang-bang play.
Absolutely. Might have beat him by about a footstep there, as now the first batter is on base. High for ball one. I thought just by the lead he had that Nolan was maybe going to go there, but he did not go.
Trinity's sporting a new uniform today, a little gray action by the private school.
Solis throws over.
And we've seen Nolan do his thing all year long. He'll be taking that bag at some point. Trying
Absolutely.
at least.
He's got a big lead now. Secondary, no steal outside ball two.
Big secondary lead, you're right, Andrew. And you can kind of get a gauge of it with the markings on the field there as he gets bigger and bigger every pitch.
Solis gets the sign from Pena. There goes Nolan. Pena's going to throw right on target, but Nolan slides in there and has the first stolen base of this game.
Slides right under the tag like a cat hides under a car. Dangerous.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. Nolan is pretty fast. Now he's in scoring position with no outs as Ollie Service takes a 4-pitch walk. Here comes the second baseman, Sean Kuloff.
Sean Kuloff, leader of the team,
Yep.
Star pitcher, star hitter, does it all for the Pioneers. And
good at everything.
He's hit. I looked up his stats. You're not going to believe what his batting average is.
It's guess somewhere in the 200s.
Try.
He sends that one to center field. Rivera backing up right under it, but Nolan is going to try to swipe third, and he will do just that. No throw from Malu. So the fly out for Kuloff works as a sacrifice as he moves Tyler Nolan up to third base.
He was hitting 400 before that. I bet.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
good sacrifice. Unable to get the guy to second, but the speed of Nolan gets over it. So we get a duck on the pond and a guy at first. Expect the first and third situation here, I'd say.
For sure. As Solis will look back, Ethan Chow at the plate now, one of a couple of lefties we will see from both squads tonight, as taking off there is Service, who will dive into a wide open second base. So no first and third play there, but now the Pioneers have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Chow swings and pops that one up. Solis giving chase. Castro calls him off, brings it in for out number 2.
Yeah, just able to get him to pop up short enough where it's not a threat to score. So you got 2 quacks on the pond, and we'll see what big man Jonah Voveris can do.
Jonah Voveris committed to Riviera for soccer, along with Sean Kuloff, who's there for baseball. That was a great pitch. I knew you could watch that one all the way. Curveball for strike 1.
Sweep and curve, gets a lot of the plate right there. Easy, no-brainer for Jim Walsh.
Outside for ball 1.
Keep an eye on catcher Juan Pena. If he doesn't be a good backstop here, Trinity can score. A little different than their home field, Alamere Field,
Right.
which has a backstop, a chain fence, literally like 5 feet behind them.
It's maybe 5 feet away. I've played there many times. It's tough to play there and steal home.
Ooh, if he's going to get that pitch all day, if you got to make a mental note of that. If you're pitching for Trinity, which would be Logan Whitney, keep an eye on that outside corner all day.
Absolutely. 2-2 from Solis. Vovera hits that one on the ground. Melu, it's going to hop over him. This will score 2 runs. Nolan in to score. So is Ollie Service. Rivera will eat it, and the Pioneers take an early 2-0 lead.
2 outs, bunny hop, perfect ball for an out. And that's been the story of Memorial all season long. 1 error just cost them 2 runs.
Yeah.
That's consequential.
Tough error, picked off by Solis, no good. But the error by Benny, it just hopped right up, right on his chest and went right into center field. No throw to the plate as Brennan Hepler at the plate here swings and misses. But Voveris is going to swipe second base.
What a nice throw that was. Good pace. But Voveris had a nice jump on the slow, meticulous delivery. But back to that error, we saw him start the season off as catcher and then move to shortstop.
Hepler is going to place that one into left field. Berube coming on.
Nice catch.
Making the catch for out number 3. But Trinity strikes early, taking a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. But we will be right back to see what the Manchester Memorial Crusaders bats can do. Bottom of the first inning here from Gill Stadium. Andrew Arndt and Michael Gonzalez joining you again. Top of the Crusaders lineup. They definitely have to do some catch-up here already as they're down 2-0, but not a better bat to start it off with than Alexis Rivera.
Yeah, he's hitting 450 himself. These are numbers that just shocked me when I saw them, but I've never seen him have a bad game.
No, he really hasn't. He's a great athlete in general. He's a jumper and track.
Yeah, he's a track star, like all-state, right?
As well as the on-deck batter, his twin brother, Xander Rivera.
It's good to see them up in the order again. Coach has been manipulating the order. When you have 1 win, you got to try certain things out.
Yeah, you got to.
But I think the best 1-2 punch is, the Riveras to lead it off.
For sure, as it's 0-2 count here.
Whoa.
In there, strike 3, Rivera will go down looking for the first out, and he does not agree with that one.
I mean, if he's going to be that accurate, Memorial's going to have a hard time today because that was straight up Golden Montana gold paint, baby.
I was exactly where Jim Walsh is going to be calling it from, as Xander Rivera, the batter now, who does also some track events, and he takes ball 1.
I'd say so. It's interesting. Alexis is a long jumper, and he's a high jumper.
Right.
They're just jumping around.
Whitney deals strike 1, and count moves to 1-1.
Whitney's got a little more velocity than I'm used to seeing out of him. He looks really confident out there today.
He does. It's good to see pitchers looking confident like he does as Rivera fights that one off inside pitch for a foul ball. Now, we hopefully won't have anything like last game, the weird weather incident like we had in the top of the 6th inning. Weather was all fine after, but hopefully just a straight through game tonight.
Ooh, nice
as
pitch.
Rivera takes the inside pitch, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts looking.
Yeah.
And if the Crusaders want hits, they're going to have to swing the bat.
Back-to-back backwards Ks, and that doesn't look good on the scoreboard.
No, not at all.
It looks good for Logan, but
Yeah, he's already
good
first
start.
2 outs, back-to-back Ks. Second lefty of the game, Caden Berube coming up. That one gets away. There's a shame Rivera wasn't on base because he would have swiped maybe even 2 bases there, if not at least 1.
Yeah, well, I think he struck his brother out in 3 pitches and him in 4 pitches.
Yeah, Whitney definitely has the command right now. As Berube hits that one down the line to third. Hepler up and gunning. Berube got hit. The ball is going to get away, and he's going to stay at first. And as of right now, Berube is on. And I'm not too sure what to score that.
I mean, that's be a throwing error on Hepler. It's an unfortunate because it was a catchable ball by Chow, but, you know, when you have some speed and you're rushing, you're not going to meet, you know. Give him a hit.
Yeah, we'll give him a hit. It did hit him in the base path.
Not like we matter anyway.
Manny Castro, who is now back on track after striking out 3 times in the Pinkerton game we did. He got a nice base hit in the game after that, so he's back on track here.
Yeah, making third-team All-State honors last year. Looking to make first-team this year. He's kind of been up and down as far as
Fights that one off, ground ball to shortstop. They are going to get the force at second. So after the 2 strikeouts and the Caden Berube base hit, Castro grounds into a fielder's choice, and Memorial fails to score. We'll go to the top of the 2nd inning with Trinity leading 2-0.
today, huh?
Yeah, I was helping the scoreboard guy out over there, as wasn't quite sure how to work it, but I did see that we've got 2 outs already.
We sure do. Wow, this is
on,
unbelievable.
Driven to shortstop. Maylou
You
gonna
are
throw
kidding me.
over Rivera for the 3rd out, and that is a 3-pitch inning.
A 3-pitch inning, all 6-3, and after the 2nd inning, top of the 2nd, we'll see if Memorial can transition that great defensive half with their bats. Back after this, Andrew and Gonzo. Welcome back to Coach Jim Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium. That was unbelievable, Andrew. I didn't even get to say who was up at bat.
That was one of the most interesting things I've never seen. I've not once seen a 3-pitch inning at a live baseball game, but we just did.
Yeah, they got Logan Whitney to ground out, 6-3. Tristan Hasselbeck to ground out, 6-3. And Ben Caney, guess what he did?
I'm going to go with 6-3.
3 straight pitches. So very efficient
Insane.
work.
I mean, Ben Mayu, the batter up, zoom in on him. He got everything done. He made up for his error.
Yeah, he sure did. He made a, he's the only sophomore on the varsity squad right now. Maybe before the call-ups, but starting opening day, he was the first one, and he's going to start things off for the Crusaders today. Right now, going into the bottom of the 2nd, and he's going to get Logan's first pitch here, and he's keeping up with the norm. First pitch strike right down the middle.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by Whitney. Definitely probably annoyed by his offense, the fact that he didn't even really get a rest there.
This might be the quickest game ever if he keeps pitching like this. But in there for a strike, call 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to Mayu.
We've been on the air here 20 minutes just about.
Oh,
and
another
look
K.
at that.
Backwards. Can I help you? Just looking.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. What a great, I don't know. Maybe it's like he's on selfie mode with these backwards Ks,
This is insane. 3 backwards Ks here for Whitney.
Whitney's looking good so far. Here's the pitch again. Wow, another first pitch swinging. Easy scoop on the first, and down goes Crusaders. 2 outs, and we will have quick work already. Right back to where we were picked off.
This is insane. I was just saying we've been on the live for 20 minutes. I remember when a half of an inning took 20 minutes. Central versus Londonderry we did a while ago.
That was Juan Pena, by the way, getting that quick grounder to second base. And coming to the plate right now, we have Isaiah Solis looking to help himself at the mound here.
Crusaders have not had much luck hitting so far tonight, as they are a combined 1 for 7.
Logan Whitney just doing his thing. Buries one in the strike zone. Jim Welsh has an easy call to make. It's 1-1. And he's going from the windup here. No one on base. Swing and a miss, and he's just continuing the dominance.
Yeah, Logan Whitney has just come out of this game throwing fire.
Looking for his 4th K of the game already.
And will it be backwards possibly?
Swing and
a miss.
Yeah, see you later. Strike him out, and he just dominates that inning with a strikeout, a grounder to second, and another K. And that's the end of 2. We'll be back after this.
We're back at Gill Stadium for the top of the 3rd inning. Michael Gonzalez and Andrew Arndt joining you for some high school baseball coverage. And 20 minutes for 2 innings is just absolutely insane. We had a 3-pitch inning, and then Logan Whitney working his magic last inning. But this is absolutely insane.
Yeah, very efficient. And I just heard Jim Walsh ask for the lights to be turned on. So we're in that tweener period where things can get really hairy out in right field.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be weird out there, as Adam Jeffrey is out there playing right field.
That curveball is spot on, and possibly the best I've seen him pitch all year so far.
Swing driven down the line, foul.
If Jim Walsh is giving him that sweeping outside plate, why not go for it every time?
Kings are winning over there at Shabbat McDonough Field. I just got the update from Kyle.
Wow, bend it like Beckham.
And down he goes.
Straight junk, dude. That was a nasty pitch. Did you see it hook from, it seems like the batter's box to the other batter's box.
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. So Lee's going right back to work against Service, and Nolan was the victim of that really good pitch.
So I got excited there, but you said the Kings are 2-1 in lacrosse?
Yes, they are. Lucas Tafe, Liam Murphy have the goals after the first quarter, so good to see them winning. That's in there for strike 2. So once again, Solis ahead in the count.
Yeah, it'd be good to get their first win in lacrosse. But, yeah, he's both pitchers. And it's one of those nights where you can thrive on the mound. Everything's loose. You're feeling limber, and you're on the big stage Friday night, inner city.
Solis gets his sign. He deals off the outside corner. I thought he would have given him that one for sure, but Jim Walsh says ball 2.
Yeah, he kind of recorrects his strike zone, but you got to protect. You got to know that could be wow.
Outside on the corner, and down he goes. Strike 3. Solis with back-to-back strikeouts.
We're on selfie mode all day with these backwards Ks. It's crazy because the amount of curve that's happening right now, the Trinity has to adjust to it. And same thing with Memorial. Everyone's just looking.
There it is again. So he's going right back to work with the curveball.
Yeah, usually you get about an 80-20 ratio on that. He's hitting them right away with about 60 curve, 40.
Outside ball 1.
The majority of curves, I'd say. And the signs are coming from the dugout. I can see the catcher kind of looking towards coach.
On the outside corner, ball 2. Excuse me, strike 2.
This is like playing MLB The Show and just getting a hot pitcher and making it look easy. Ooh.
Off there for ball 2. And yeah, he's chucking right now.
I like that pitch because, Walsh has been calling it, so why not go for it again? Wow.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Isaiah Solis. How about that? The sophomore with a huge strikeout inning. Going to get some love from Juan Pena.
Yeah, Kyle point for Juan Pena for holding on to that tip ball.
As we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning in an extremely fast game where Memorial, I've got no doubt they'll go to work with the bats as soon as we return from this break. Back for the bottom of the 3rd inning here from Gill Stadium. Our first batter to face Logan Whitney, who apparently doesn't have an off switch because he's been on all night. Liam McQuillan.
Both pitchers have been looking good today, but Logan Whitney is just looking excellent.
McQuillan with a big cut and a miss. We move to 0-2 already.
Yeah, both pitchers are just hammering the strike zone, and Jim Walsh is obliging.
They're not missing here. Whitney swing and a miss. Down goes McQuillan as that's Whitney's 5th K of the game.
5th K of the game and nothing but outs.
Absolutely insane as Nick Duclos will step up to the plate here. That is the 2nd swinging strikeout. All 3 of the first ones were looking as Duclos swings and misses, which he rarely does.
If you look at his face right now, he is just zoned in right now.
Doesn't care about anything else in the world except pitching as Duclos fouls that one way back out of play.
And now he's down 0-2 once again. And normally you'd see a pitcher waste one or something, but I have a feeling he's just going to come right at him.
He's going to go right at him. He's trying to use as less pitches as possible.
Whoa.
Wow, lays off that one, ball 1, and I can tell Whitney was walking away like he thought that Hasselback was going to throw it around. He was not too thrilled with that call.
Yeah, Walsh has definitely opened up the strike zone, and he's trying to take advantage of it.
Duclos fouls that one off as the count will remain 1-2.
Who's going to get the Kyle point and go get that ball?
We'll see probably in about a minute, but Whitney dialed in here, gets his sign. Low, ball 2.
Wow, that was close, but it was low. You could tell I'm hanging right out the window trying to get the best angle here.
Don't fall, please, there.
Oh, I won't. I will not fall.
Whitney gets his sign, deals, swung on, driven to center field.
Corn.
But backing up is Jonah Voveris able to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
2nd out of the inning, quickly down 2 outs and back to the top of the order, right?
In the 3rd inning, yes, top of the order here, Alexis Rivera, who will go get some words of wisdom from his head coach, Matt D'Ambrosio. Just wonder what they're talking about over there. But Rivera went down the 1st inning with a looking strikeout, as did quite a few others.
Yeah.
So he's definitely looking for a revenge at bat here.
For sure. Whoa.
Rivera check swing fouls that one off.
That was a excuse me type of swing. And that's just a testament to his curve. He fooled him on the off-speed pitch.
Whitney gets his sign and deals high for ball 1.
I've noticed with Whitney, if they want any results, they got to get him off of his windup. They got to get him into the stretch because right now he's just feeling the flow.
Rivera flies that one out of play.
Another pitcher's count here, looking to
1-2.
get out of this real quick. I've never seen them. This is the best I've seen both pitchers respectively look.
In a long time, right? As Whitney gets his sign, deals, bounces in their easy ball 2 call.
Yeah, that would be great in cricket, but that was about 6 feet short.
That was not close as count will move to 2-2. Whitney deals. Rivera hits that one on the ground. Throw over to first is not in time. Rivera is safe.
A routine grounder.
On a routine ground ball, there's just nothing that Tyler Nolan could have done about that as Rivera reaches and Xander Rivera comes to the plate.
Yeah, expect him to use that speed to get on the pond and have brother Xander get him in here. That's what Memorial is going for.
I would believe that he's going to steal here.
I'm pretty sure he's going to try to steal here as well.
I don't think JT Realmuto could throw this guy out, but we'll see as Rivera has a sizable lead.
Yeah, it's a healthy lead. Taking a big bite right now.
There he goes.
First pitch, why not? Yeah,
Rivera dives in there, no throw.
Yeah, just eat it. Why throw one into center field? Don't be surprised if he snags third here.
I would not be surprised in the slightest, as Hasselbeck didn't even bother throwing down to second.
Plus, with a righty hitter, it's obstructed view. It's hard to make that play.
Right, Rivera, pretty big guy. Not as big as Marshall for sure, but definitely going to be a big presence in the way as this moves to a 3-0 count.
Yeah, so going from the stretch, a little different rhythm here, and now he's losing them 3-0. It'll be tough to fight back, but they want to do that because you don't want Berube and Castro coming up next.
Whitney's a good pitcher, but that one gets away. Rivera
it's a free pass.
Is going to move over to third, and now we've got runners on the corners with 2 down for Caden Berube.
Time to bear down, focus on the hitter, because you don't want the guy on deck.
No, you don't. You don't want Manny Castro with the bases loaded or a run coming across the plate, but Berube in a good position with the fastest guy on the team on third to do some damage here.
Yeah, again, he's making the defensive calls for that first and third situation. It's either going to be a throw down, a cutoff, a pump fake, throw to third. They all have signs, so they should all be on the same page.
Definitely something like that, as there goes the runner. Yeah. Cut off. Rivera coming to plate.
That's
the call from Walsh. He dropped the ball. He's safe as the Crusaders will cut this lead in half. It's 2-1.
He was in there anyway. I mean, I'm shocked. Normally that play is just eaten by the catcher. It shouldn't be that easy to manufacture that run like that.
No.
And Trinity, if they want to hold on to this lead, they can't be giving away runs.
Berube, big cut and a miss there for strike one.
And he's pitching with a little more pizzazz right now, I'd say.
Yeah, he definitely is. Just gave up a run.
Let's be honest.
To get this last out.
Let's be honest. He's ticked off right now.
He is absolutely ticked off as Caden Berube ticks that one right behind him for strike 2.
Yeah. 0-2. Expect high heat. Try to get him to bite. Outside corner. The Jim Walsh special.
The Jim Walsh special.
Yeah.
On the lefty batter here, the 1-2 from Whitney. No throw over there at third, and Rivera's in with a stolen base.
I mean, I don't blame him because you don't want to send one into left field.
No, you really don't. Get another run.
2 outs, 2 strikes. Just get this out is what he's thinking.
Berube in good position here.
Ooh,
up and high, ball 3.
Just high and off the plate. And Berube's worked himself into more of a hitter's count. It's probably even matched now. But you got to watch out for that pass ball, so he's probably going to keep it up.
Full count, payoff pitch from Whitney. Bounces in.
Yeah, it's 2-2. We got full count now. And
all right.
This is a situation where keep an eye on the runner at third. I mean, we've seen Trinity steal home before. What's to say that Memorial wouldn't?
Now the payoff pitch from Whitney bounces in there. That'll be the walk. And Berube is hyped up over there, tossing his bat and tossing his yard sale over to Ben Mayu. He'll take a walk, and now Manny Castro is at the plate.
Now watch. This is interesting because the normal thing is to get him to second, right? But then that could possibly take the bat out of Manny's hands. They might just walk him with first base open, so they might actually anchor him over at first. But what I don't know.
Not doing that as of now. Pump fake throw from Hasselbeck. Berube is
they might just put
standing
him
up at second base.
Would you pitch to him, or would you just...
2 outs.
This is the guy that can really hit a home run. If he
it's also still pretty early in the game, bottom of the 3rd inning. So it's a weird...
We've seen Declan Ryan get walked in this situation.
Yeah. We've seen a couple of people get walked. Jackson Marshall is another one. But I am a little bit surprised that they haven't walked Castro. But, I mean, now at this point it's 0-2. So
yeah, you roll the dice.
Can't walk him now.
You got a good favorable hand right now.
Whitney gets his sign, deals Castro.
Uh-oh.
Hits that one a mile into the street.
Jeez. You're driving down the road. You're enjoying the day. And then a ball comes right at you. But it didn't hit the car. That's good.
It's good. Definitely would ruin my day if that happened. Whitney gets
Wow.
assigned Castro up the middle. Rivera's going to score. Here comes Berube. The throw from Viveris is cut off. The throw to the plate is far too late, and it gets away. And this is what Trinity has done way too much. Castro stays at first, but Manchester Memorial's got a 3-2 lead.
Castro is unaware of the ball getting away because he was doing what I would call the best dance I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But, hey, 2 runs, 2 ducks, send them home to mama. 3-2 Memorial. What's up now? Did you see that 2-out magic happening?
Absolutely, I did. I figured that not walking Castro was going to be the wrong move as Mayhew's at the plate. Manny Castro steals second.
Yeah.
Going to take a turn as the ball got away from Hasselback, but he will walk right back to second.
You could see the face of Hasselback, like this is getting old.
Yeah, he's definitely not thrilled. 3-2 lead here.
He's not used to this run to get the ball either. Like I mentioned before, there's a short backstop. This goes a while.
Castro on the move. No throw again. I'm not sure what's happening with the no throws, but free stolen bases for everybody here at Gill Stadium as Castro steals 2 in a row.
Yeah, you get a stolen base. You get a stolen base.
I don't know why they're not throwing.
The ball slipped out. It popped out. He tried to transition it, but it got away from him.
Even make an effort there. Whitney. No, ball 3. Wow, that was called too far inside by Jim Walsh, and this is getting interesting.
Yeah, Jim Walsh does make it interesting sometimes. When I went to go say hi to him, he made it clear to me that he's picked up on our analysis of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strike 1 there. That was groove right down Broadway, but Coach Matt put his finger up, which means take.
We call it like we see it, though.
Exactly. 3-1 from Whitney. Swing and a miss, so he is battled all the way back to force a full count here with 2 down. Castro on third.
Must have missed that sign because he swung away healthy on that. It might have been outside.
Castro fakes the payoff pitch.
Oh,
ball 4.
You don't want to assume the walk because some umpires will bring you right back with that K call. But that was off the plate. And again, first and third. Are they going to throw down and give him another chance to score another run here?
I mean, remember what happened last time? It was cut off by Nolan, and then no throw home even as Hasselback gives the first and third sign to his infield. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
You can't forget that you have Xander at third, and he's a burner. Probably one of the fastest players in the state.
Whitney deals. There goes the runner.
Thrown down.
That's thrown down, and Ben Mayhew's caught in a pickle.
You got to stay alive.
Castro's going to come. No throw to the plate.
Wow.
Chow
takes one for
gets
the team.
the out at second, so I believe that run will score.
Of course. So he took one for the team. He did his job. He got pickled up, and then he did a great job getting in a pickle long enough for his compadre over at third to get that extra manufactured run. Trinity just took a couple punches to the chin right there.
We'll go to the top of the 4th inning in what has been very interesting game so far. 4-2 Memorial. Huge last inning there as they'll take the lead into the top of the 4th inning, and we'll return in just a few moments.
Welcome back. We got a nice game brewing here. Didn't expect that, but we got a 4-2 ball game, and for the first time, Memorial is taking a nice lead over inner-city rival Trinity. Let's see if Solis can keep up the good work as he's been very efficient, Andrew.
Yeah, they really went to work last inning, getting 4 runs in that inning.
Right again, first pitch swinging, and it's going to be an easy out.
Ooh.
Bang, bang, little testy, but he knew what he's doing. And that's another, guess what?
First pitch out.
First pitch out. And just like that, they're making Solis' night that much easier. And again, I'm not even getting a chance to say who was up. That was Ethan Chow starting out the inning. We got Jonah Viveris who made a nice catch.
Well, look at this.
You can't just do that, but here's another out. Possibly, and nice.
My gosh.
Nice job over at short, and Mays definitely made up for his error in the first inning, making 5 putouts since then.
It's like they're just, after Super Bowl Monday, a guy goes to a casino, and they're telling him who to bet. They're making his night so easy right now.
Absolutely.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
It's the unwritten rule here is Hepler takes the pitch.
Oh,
if,
absolutely, especially after the 3-pitch inning we already saw.
Because if this happens again, it'll be something I've never seen.
He does take it for strike 1. That was a good pitch to hit.
It's hard to take that pitch, but you cannot just do that. So he's going to take his time coming in, and he's going to pitch from the windup. He does well from the windup, too. Very efficient. Jim
In
Walsh.
there, strike 2.
Jim Walsh gets the hammer up, strike 2, and we got an 0-2 count right away.
I mean,
what do you think?
wow.
Quick inning?
Pitch from Solis.
Swing and a miss. He better run down the first. He picks it up. He gathers it, throws over to first.
Oh, it's off.
Off track, and he's over at first with the hustle play. Kyle point for that. Hepler, you never know. And that's twice that runners have gotten on from a swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Speaking of Kyle, I just got the update from him. The Kings winning 4-3 at
Awesome.
halftime.
That's great.
Over there.
See if Trinity can take a page out of Memorial's book and run.
Look out.
That seems to be
As
Memorial's default setting is run today.
Whitney hit the deck there.
Yeah, little pitcher action, trying to help himself out. See if he goes off here.
Solis throws
Got him
over.
leaning. Close play. Gets him with the safe call. That would be Kevin Bolduc doing the bags today.
Familiar duo there. Fouls that one off, strike 1.
Yeah, 1-1 count, evens it out. And Solis is looking good. Usually comes in relief. Today he's getting the start. Against, he must know these people. These people have all played together so long,
Right. Trinity guys, Memorial, played together for a real long time. They're familiar with each other.
Yeah, it looks like
In there, strike 2. Wow.
Hepler's not interested in stealing. It
No.
looks like he's an excellent goalie in the winter. We've covered many of his games. He's an elite goalie.
Nobody plays with more swagger than he does.
And I'll tell you what, that was a close pitch, but Walsh is kind of mixing up his strike zone today. So we have a full count, pitcher versus pitcher. See what he can do from the stretch. I wouldn't worry about the runner. I'd just focus on this, as that is a sample of what could happen. That ball gets away, you got a duck on the pond. But I'd expect curveball, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to have this runner get farther than he needs to.
Runner goes, it's the ball anyway, so he's going to...
Oh, nobody's over there.
That's unexcusable.
That's just extremely unexcusable.
He needs to take his base because he just walked. Didn't he?
No.
All right, scoreboard. The scoreboard's messing with me.
Yep.
Now we got a full count. That's I bet he wouldn't have ran if he didn't think it was a full count.
Saw nobody over there, and the throw just skipped right into the outfield, and there's the ball 4.
That's close pitch, and now Trinity can take a page out of Memorial's book, perhaps, and try to steal second, get in a pickle, because you'll give up an out for a run.
Yes, you will. But with 2 down here.
You're down in the order. Tristan Hasselbeck doing the catching duty. He's been busy all day as a number of balls have been getting by him. Here's a pitch in a slow, sweeping curve, but right on the money.
I mean, if he knew that was coming, he could have hit that one in the next week.
If he had, that's for sure. They must assume the curveball's coming more and more now as the game progresses. Outside pitch. Walsh ain't buying that. He tried to frame it up. I'm surprised that Trinity isn't going to try to make a bid at second here. But you don't want to take the bat out of his hands, I suppose.
No.
Wow, nice rip, and it's going to be under it is Rivera, and he's able to do a hop, skip, and a jump and gets the out with one hand. Looking good, my man. And that'll do it for the half an inning here. So no damage. Leaves 2 frustrated runners on the bases. Coming up, Memorial looking to compound on that good inning. Right after this, for Andrew, I'm Gonzo. We'll be back. Manchester Public Television's Game of the Week Friday night. Memorial coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning as they take a 4-2 lead. Not something they're used to all season. And they got a good bat up right now in Ethan Chow. No, that's not Ethan Chow. That's Juan Pena, who's doing the dish work today. And, you said between innings, you feel like he'll be the catcher for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I do believe that. Easy play, first out.
Yeah, ground out. 6-3. That seems to be a common marking today.
Yep.
Both shortstops flexing their will. So coming up to help himself right now, you got your pitcher, Isaiah Solis, who's just looked dominant. I mean, besides that error in the first inning, he'd be unscathed.
Yeah, he's looked really, really good.
You got to feel comfortable with that 4-run inning last inning to go up 4-2. I didn't expect it. I'll be honest.
No. I mean, they've struggled all year, but, this is one for them to win.
It's like Rocky IV when Rocky cuts the Russian and he says he does bleed,
Yeah.
So they got Nolan to bleed here, and they got on the board. And I think things have been a little different after striking out 5 of 6 batters, kind of feeling the heat a little bit.
Yeah, this is an anomaly of a game. It's 7:50 here, and we were in the bottom of the 4th inning. So
Fouled off here.
This is just insane.
We've seen him fight back in counts before, and it was 2-1 now. So he's making a bid, trying to save the hitter here. Isaiah's trying to get on the bases so they can start a little bingo like last inning.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, and that'll go around the horn, and he's back on track. So we got another hitter here. We know who this is. This will be McQuillan doing the DHing today. Normally, he sometimes plays first. He'll pitch.
Yep.
Does a lot of things. So today he'll be doing the hitting, and that's all he has to concentrate on.
DH for Adam Jeffrey in right field.
Seems to be a little high on that one, so it's going to be 1-0 count. And, it is kind of like a trick-or-treat bag of whether Jim Welsh is going to call a strike or not, So that's an obvious strike right there because that's the rules, 1-1. So I got to say, Logan Whitney started off really hot, kind of cooled off, and he seems to be back on track.
Oof.
Seems to be pitching a lot faster this inning.
Tough call, but yeah, he's definitely back on track. Lost it a little bit last inning, but he's back for sure now.
Now McQuillan, he's got to protect the plate, gets a piece of that, and good job fouling that out to Maple Street. Hopefully we don't hear anything bad, and we're moving on.
No car alarms, no broken windshields, always a good thing.
We don't want anyone getting hurt.
Nope.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and it's scooped up by the second baseman. He's going to come over, easy out the first, and just like that, Trinity follows suit, gets a quick inning, and we're in the 5th inning, Andrew.
It is 7:53. As I pan to the scoreboard, that says 4-2. That's not an error. That's a 5th.
That's a 5.
Inning.
That's a 5, and we'll be back for that 5th inning right after this.
Back for the top of the 5th inning in what has been one of the quickest games I've ever seen, as we have not even passed 8 o'clock yet. We're in the top of the 5th inning, but leading it off here for Trinity's a pinch hitter, number 27, Hayden Becker.
Hayden Becker getting a shot to show Coach what he can do. So when Coach looks for a hitter, he goes, you. He's trying to make it so it's him.
Digs in here, takes strike one right down Broadway.
And follows suit. I mean, this is pretty predictable so far, what he's going to do.
Last time Trinity played. Wow, look at that one. That's sent into center field. That was a line drive there right to Rivera, who's not able to obviously throw Becker out at first as he hit that one real hard, and he's on with a base hit.
That was a screamer. That was a no-doubter, if you will. So we'll see what kind of speed he has here.
Back to the top of the order. Looks like he pinch hit for Ben Canny as Isaiah Solis throws over his sliding mitt.
Yeah, Trinity has been running, and they'll just continue to run, I assume. Did you see that lead?
Yeah, Becker's way off the bag over there.
I didn't because I'm on the camera right now, and I'm doing my best.
Wow, he just picked him off.
I got that one, though. That was a nice move, and he's fired up as Xander as he slaps the tag on.
You can't overturn that. I mean, he's saying safe, but he's not getting off the bag. He's got to get off here.
At some point, he has to
go back to the dugout. I mean, called you out. You're not going to challenge a pickoff. You just can't. So he's heading back to the dugout. So after that first big base hit, he is picked off, and the Crusaders are fired up here.
Yeah, and the efficiency gods are striking again. Just because he got a hit, they took care of that, didn't
Right.
they? I mean, that was a nice move. I'm not sure what he was arguing. Do you know what he was making a case
So
for?
he was saying that he was safe, but you can't
Oh.
overturn that. You can't overturn a pickoff. There's no instant replay. You're not going to go to the ump about a pickoff. I mean, he's right there. Nolan sends that one into center field. Rivera coming in with speed. Can't make the play. Berube right on it holds Nolan to a single.
Berube back up. Nice job. Kyle point for that. It's all about situational hustling, and right there it allowed Alexa to make a bid at that diving catch, which was so close to coming true. And by backing him up, you minimize the damage, and he's just there at first. So how big is that pickoff?
I mean, that's huge. Becker probably would have been at least third if he had stayed on, but that's a crucial error there.
Oh, for sure.
But Tyler Nolan is on service up to the plate. Now look out. That one's right over his back for ball one.
Yeah, nothing cheap there. You can tell because no one's going to hit someone with a curveball.
No, this is a big game for Trinity. You know, they're 6-7. They're trying to secure a playoff spot. That one is on the corner, strike one.
Yeah, Jim Walsh making the call for a strike, and he's back to the outside corner, I'd say, for the inning.
I would think so. There goes Nolan. Throw down from Pena in time, but just a little bit high.
Yeah,
as Nolan's in there with a stolen base.
Nolan's been to that dance before. He knows the thing.
For sure.
He knows there's nothing going to fool him. That was a great jump. Solis has an eye on him, but what are you going to do?
2-1 from Solis moves to 3-1 with that ball off the outside corner.
And it's not like Pena doesn't have a good arm. He's a
He's
great
got
arm.
a great arm.
Just when you have an elite stealer, it's hard to get him out.
Solis deals high, ball four, so Ollie's service is on, and we've got runners at first and second as Coach Matt D'Ambrosio will come out to talk to his starting pitcher real quick.
Yeah, he's just going to tell him, what's going on? How we feeling? You looking good so far. Just go back to that place in your head where you were before.
Absolutely.
Pitching's mental, right, Andrew?
Absolutely. Pitching is very mental. You can throw as hard as you want, but if you're not there mentally, then you're really not going to be bad. I don't care if you throw 175 miles an hour. You're not there mentally, you're going to be all over the place. So with the runners on now, Solis just has to breathe and get these last two outs.
Yeah, he's got a duck on second and then a big lead over at first.
There's the first strike that he needed.
You can see he's getting a big lead over at first. Don't be surprised if Xander tries to slip behind him for a pickoff.
Another one. Could see it. Rivera not moving there now. That one's driven down the line by Kuloff, but to the right of the goalpost. Jim Walsh says foul ball.
Yeah, foul ball. And, try to get that camera swung around there.
Yeah, that's a tough one when he hits a ball that hard over towards the goalpost for foul ball, but he crushed that ball.
I'm a videographer, Andrew. So here we go. This is a big pitch right here because he can get back in that dominant zone.
Solis gets his sign. Kuloff sends it into the stands for a foul ball. He'll live to see another day.
Yeah. I wonder if Coach just said something right because he seems to be 3 strikes in a row he's thrown.
Yeah, he's definitely hitting his spots exactly where he wants them now. That one's driven towards short. Maylou gets the play. One there. Duclos over to first. They turn a double play to get out of the inning. Look at that. Solis is pumped up. Everybody down on the field is pumped up as the Crusaders turn a huge double play. 6-4-3 to get out of the inning.
I love seeing, after all year, Memorial getting fired up. It's what the sport's about. They're supposed to be having fun. You get kicked around all year, and then you turn a double play like that.
Huge.
Congratulations, guys.
Game remains 4-2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Andrew and Gonzo will be right back. Bottom of the 5th inning, more high school baseball action here on Manchester Public Television. Andrew Arndt, Michael Gonzalez with you as Nick Duclos, who was a big part of that huge double play at the end of the last inning, stays in here.
The ball was hit just sharp enough to make that happen, and both teams are looking really good today.
Yeah, I can hear the energy down there from the Memorial dugout. They really want this win. As, late in the season, 1-11 with 8 games left. They could really use this one because, they go on a win streak and get that playoff spot. But for Trinity, they're 6-7. They're here trying to secure their playoff spot. Duclos swing and a miss on the high pitch, strike 2.
It's more of, for me, Memorial getting a win here would be more of like, see, guys, this is fun once in a while. It's tough going, you win your first game of the year.
Duclos sends that one into right field. Nobody will make a play on that one as he's in with a single.
Yeah, so after a dominant start, they're starting to get to Whitney. And this is what I mentioned before. Getting him into the stretch versus the windup where he's super comfortable. And you know what Memorial's default setting is on? Run.
Absolutely. With Rivera up here, Duclos fast runner on first base. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a hit and run here.
I don't think there's anyone in the lineup that can't steal.
No. Everybody can steal. There goes Duclos. Rivera standing like a statue in there. Duclos swipes the bag.
Yeah. Pretty, I think they're 8 for 8 in stolen bases. So.
Believe they've got quite a few. Rivera stole 2. Castro stole 2. Xander Rivera also stole a couple. Duclos there. So they've got a lot of stolen bases.
Coach needs to maybe consider a pitch out at some point.
Yeah, I would have done one there.
Catch him leaning.
Rivera showing bunt. He gets it back, and that one was lifted up towards us.
If you get my ball,
yeah,
I'll be really upset with you. I'll do your homework for you.
Yeah. I want to get one hopefully this season through this window as much as you do.
That was interesting. But, yeah, why not do a pitch out on the first pitch of the at-bat? It seems they're wasting no time trying to swipe bags.
You can hear what the Memorial dugout down there is yelling. They're yelling, "Your box," as Rivera called time. But Whitney gets his sign, deals nobody at third base. But Rivera swings. That one's driven to right field. Going back on it. Rivera with wheels. This could be an inside the park home run, giving big chase. The right fielder Rivera around third. Here he comes to the plate. The throw to the plate. Nobody's there. Rivera inside the park home run. Memorial takes a 6-2 lead, and everybody in that Memorial dugout is hyped up right now.
I got chills on my arm. You called that great. I'm enjoying it. I'm watching him. And by the time I pan to Rivera, he's rounding third. He can fly.
One of the fastest in the state, reminding me of Jacob Albert. But, man, my heart rate there just shot through the roof. 6-2. Crusaders still no outs.
Yeah, just a dagger of a hit. A Taylor, a Sonic the Hedgehog type of line drive to right. Just got over. And that ball rolled forever. At some point I had to come back to Alexa, and he was already rounding third.
He's got a Lamborghini engine in there. He is fast.
With NOS.
As now Whitney is a little mad. Rivera up the middle. Big play over there. Kuloff bounces it. Chow makes the play. That's a great play.
Kyle points for everybody.
Right? Great play by Kuloff behind the bag, and then a better scoop there by Ethan Chow for the first out. Great contact, though, for Xander Rivera.
Kuloff, you've been impressing me all year, and that was no easy play. And Chow, good scoop. So this is kind of like a heavyweight boxing match right now. A lot of momentum, and if you're in the crowd and you decided to come here today, good choice. Because on paper, it might not seem like the most exciting game, but we got a doozy tonight.
And there, strike one, Berube. Yeah, the lacrosse game is 7-3 Kings, so that's a great sign to see them winning. But it's also a great sign to see the Crusaders winning here 6-2. In there, strike 2, so Berube definitely waiting for his pitch, has to protect now with 2 strikes.
Yeah, we've done enough games this year where I'm confidently familiar with every player on each roster. So right now, Memorial getting...
Oh, check swing there, looking for the base umpire, Kevin Bolduck. He says he went.
Yep.
And on 3 pitches, Berube goes down with the strikeout for the second out.
But any kind of success by both of these teams gets my heart pumping. So I'm excited. And you know what? We got a big bat right now.
Big city rivalry matchup. There's not a person out there that doesn't like these games. As here's Castro to the plate.
Oh,
look out.
Hey, look at
He's staring at him. He's not going to just take stuff like that lightly.
He's not the one. I wouldn't do anything bad to him.
Whitney, look out. Castro again. That's a second straight pitch that was in the direction of him.
What do you think? This is all circumstance, right?
Yeah, I don't think that he's going in there on purpose.
I can't imagine that.
Castro waiting for his pitch, 3-0. You think he gets the green light here, or does he get the take sign?
Good question. I say the take sign for anybody else but Manny Castro.
Yeah. If this pitch is there, he's going to drive it. Well, in there for strike one. Apparently didn't like that pitch enough to put his bat on it.
So this is the pitch you use all your extra power on. Hitters count. See what happens. This will be interesting.
Swing and a miss, Castro. So fighting all the way back is Logan Whitney, who he's done that a couple of times tonight, as Manny Castro is there with a full count. Payoff pitch from Whitney is driven. Ooh. Look out, Whitney. That ball was hit about 600 miles an hour off the bat of Manny Castro. Check that out. I mean, he just absolutely crushed that ball. Whitney hit the deck like nobody's business, and now Ben Mayu steps up to the plate with 2 down.
It's 2 in a row that came whizzing by like a close shave. And nothing feels better. It's not like you're
pick-off move there from Whitney. Castro dives back in.
I'd be giving him too much credit to say that he purposely did that, but it does feel good regardless. He's going to steal, I'm sure.
Another pick-off move. Yeah. That was closer, but Castro dives in there again.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This would be a good spot for a pitch out. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to do any damage. 0-0 after 2 pickoffs. Castro on the move. The throw down from Hasselbeck is in time. He got him.
Later. What a throw by Hasselbeck.
Wow.
A beam to the bag, and Castro's just going to gather his things and say, hey, man, nice throw.
Well, we will be back for the top of the 6th inning shortly, but the highlight of that inning, Alexis Rivera using his wheels to put Memorial on top, 6-2. Andrew Arndt, Michael Gonzalez will be right back.
Wow, what a game we have here at Coach Jim Schubert Field here at Gill Stadium. And Andrew, it's 6-2. Memorial is not used to holding a lead like this.
No, they haven't really held the lead at all except their first game against Spalding. So it's going to be interesting to see if Coach Matt D'Ambrosio will go to the bullpen. But first, Isaiah Solis has got to deal with Ethan Chow.
Yeah, his pitch count is predicting that he could go 9 with that efficiency. Grounded a short in the hole. No chance here. Going to try anyway. And
that was dangerous.
Yeah.
That was a dangerous play there by Melu. Made the great stop over there, but then decided to throw over to first.
So
that's dangerous.
So Chow gets on with an infield single, bringing up the center fielder, Jonah Viveras. And Chow has some speed. And, Mayu's been busy all day. I feel like he kind of wanted to keep the ball rolling there. But we know they can spin a deuce, so we'll see what happens. In there for a ball high. And looks like Chow will remain at first for the time being. And Isaiah will look at Coach, get the call, and spin one in. And nice stop by Juan Pena, keeping that ball from going by him, because that's a free bag if he doesn't, Andrew.
That was a great stop. That he's got to make those easy stops, so you can't be giving up free bags here.
Absolutely. Ooh, Jim Wells gets him on the corner. He wanted to swing at that, you could tell, but he kind of held up. But Jim Wells did the rest, so fighting back here. 2-1, pickoff attempt. They were able to get one last inning. They're going to try to get another one here.
They picked off Hayden Becker there.
That's right, and we got a nice lead outside, and now we got a hitter's count. 3-1. Yep.
Yeah, it's a tough place for Solis to be in with the runner on first. You don't want to just float him one down the plate, but you don't want to put a second runner on.
That's right, and he's done a good job of center Viveras, and he's going to try to get on first because he's got speed as well. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging at a buddy to second, able to get one. He's not going to go for 2, and that's a smart play right there.
Get the lead runner.
Unbelievable. Had another crack at a double play. The ball is hitting right where they need it, but it did eat him up a little bit. Good recovery. Get the lead out. 1 out.
That was the right play for sure. Probably would have been a rush throw with a guy sliding in his direction. Probably would have ended up in the stands and hit these poor fans over here. So definitely a Good job by Ben to not throw that.
Nice trade-off for Trinity, getting some speed on the big bases here, though, as we have multi-sport athlete. A lot of Trinity players are multi-sport athletes.
Tons of them.
300 people in this school, and they all contribute. Pickoff attempt again, and Xander gets the tag down, but he's in there in time. So they are checking in on him pretty often.
Yeah, he's got quite a big lead here.
Yeah, I like to think that each pitch you throw over, you kind of helping the runner in a way because he can time how much wiggle room he has.
No action in either of the bullpens currently for each team, so we'll see what happens with that.
Pickoff attempt again.
Pick off.
Almost had him there. Xanders applies the tag, but called safe over there first. And now we have a 1-1 count still. So he is paying a lot of attention to him over there as the game progresses into nail-biting time. Here's the wind-up from the stretch. Taking his time, calls a timeout. And there's a little bit of showmanship going on today, isn't there?
He's in his head a little bit for sure.
I mean, we saw it last inning. Manny Castro got his ultimate revenge with that scorching hit after, a couple chin musics.
Yeah, it was a hard hit ball.
Absolutely. So we'll see what superstar ice hockey goalie Brendan Hepler can do here in the spring sport of baseball. 1-2 as the call strike by Jim Walsh. What do you think of Jim Walsh's strike zone so far?
It's definitely interesting. It's a little bit, it's consistent, I'll say. It's a little off and on with the inside, but outside's consistent. He called him inside there. That one's going to get away. That'll be a free bag.
And a quack, quack, duck on the pond. And this is what Trinity needs to do. They need to apply pressure to Isaiah here because Isaiah seems to be cool and calm. And another run back to get the ball. It's Juan Pena doing the duty this time. So Hepler in a good count here, looking to make a splash. Isaiah's not ready. He'll just kind of do a step off, a step on, and a step off. Yeah, that's the Jim Walsh special call right there.
Strike two.
I believe we have a full count here. The scoreboard.
I'm not sure what's happening over there.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll do it on our own. And here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and you can rack up another backwards K for Solis as he is just wheeling in crunch time 6th inning territory.
That's 4 for him there.
Nice pitch. You got to expect that. You got to kind of protect that on that, don't you?
Yeah,
easier said than done, though.
The inside pitch is coming, so with 2 outs here, Whitney at the plate.
Whitney would love to help himself get a run back at least. A base hit should deposit a run for Trinity if he can manage. Pop up, and he's on the ball. It's Xander. He's got speed. He's going for the ball, and he makes a bid at it just off the glove. Wow, could he close?
Yeah, that was a great effort by Rivera. Just couldn't quite reel it in.
There's no way Whitney thought he was going to get to that. He just figured I just fouled one off. I didn't think he'd actually make a bid at it, but good effort, and that seems to be commonplace here at Gill with all this real estate. They get so close, but yet so far away.
Yeah, there's a lot of space over there. That probably would have been out of play at a lot of other fields, but not here at the historic Gill Stadium.
Oh, for sure. Big secondary lead there. He's going to keep an eye on him, but he's get the K. Ooh, big swing and a scoop up at second base. Runs it over.
It's the right play.
That's a smart play right there, and he doesn't risk a throw. Able to get the out. That's the side retired, and now we're getting down to it. At the bottom of the 6th inning, we only play 7, so it's coming down to the end. For Andrew, I'm Gonzo, and we will be back right after this. And we are back at Gill Stadium after a nice visit from Christine Talge, AD of the city. She's doing a great job. But, Andrew might be taking her to prom.
Right. Well, we just learned something interesting. One of the foul balls that went over to Maple Street went through somebody's car.
That's unfortunate. We really we got to stop manifesting this stuff. But second pitch of the at-bat,
fault.
And it's going to be a hot start for Memorial again. So if they can get a little insurance, that would be the name of the game, as Whitney is showing that he is human after all.
strike one. That was interesting.
So, yeah, I believe it's a 2-1 count. We have lost the scoreboard again.
Yep.
So we're on our own. It's kind of funny they're letting us run the show here.
Yeah.
But we're doing our best, and we're trying to make it fun for you guys at home. But we got a 3-1 count. And the good thing about no one on base, you don't really have to go get that pass ball if you're the catcher.
Right.
It's got to be hot to be a catcher on a night like this.
For sure.
Swing, and it's going to dive down, and it's going to be a leadoff single from Mayu, sophomore sensation for Memorial, and he as well can run the bags.
That was a great piece of hitting there. Just found the exact pitch that he wanted and hit it right up the middle.
So we got Nick. We're going to have Juan Pena.
Who's not hitting? It's Ryan Cunningham.
Yeah, we're going to have a pinch hitter here, as the coach will tell Jim Welsh the details, and Jim Welsh will probably yell it up to the score man. And
who nobody's up there anyway.
Yeah, so we're doing double duty today, but we got a pinch hitter in the name of, who's this?
Ryan Cunningham.
Ryan Cunningham. Okay, so big spot, and we're going to have a pinch runner as well, it seems like.
Alex Rodriguez over there for Ben Malu.
So coach using all his tools late season. You got a bunch of call-ups. You can kind of do this stuff.
For sure.
So here comes a nice situation here from the stretch in a pickoff attempt, and he almost has him. Oh, my goodness, Andrew. That was close.
Yeah, that was way closer than I expected. He just tossed over there. But what's even more impressive is that both starters still going into the 7th inning.
Yeah. Well, with that efficiency, makes a bit at it, and he does make contact. Jim Welsh puts his hands up and called it a foul. I didn't see any contact, but obviously Welsh was right there.
We do have the catcher Tristan Hasselback hurt, so I will pan over. Take a look at the scoreboard. It says 6-2.
Yeah, you got it right in the you know what. And that's unfortunate. It is prom season, and we want all our boys to be healthy. But it's one of those things you can walk off, Andrew.
Never want to see something like that, but looks like he's all right.
Yeah.
After a quick meeting with the coach.
Yeah, we heal well, especially at that age. You being that age, you would know. You walk it off. So big spot here for Nolan, and you're right. He's working his way into full game territory, and the way it was starting off, you thought this would be going well. Throw down to second, and it's right on the money, but he's able to swipe the bag. The pinch runner doing his job. Alex Rodriguez holding on to the bag like he broke a record.
Yeah, right, like Ricky Henderson style.
You have to do that with these breakaway bags. You have to, and they explain it to the teams before the games. It's a really tricky dynamic. Big lead over at second. But most importantly, he's dragging the
in
second.
There, strike 3. Look at that.
So another backwards K for Nolan. And when he leads off at second, he kind of opens that gap over at that area. So we're going to have another pinch hitter here?
Matt Vidaro is the pinch hitter here.
Tell me something about Matt Vidaro.
He's a sophomore, just got called up to varsity this year. He's going to go have a meeting with head coach Matt D'Ambrosio.
I'm glad that Coach Matt is getting these guys in, aren't you? Isn't
Yeah.
that good to see? Especially, you don't forget these games.
No.
Big night at
Remember
Gill.
my first varsity at bat like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was at Merrimack High School.
That's awesome. How'd that pan out?
Pretty good at bat. Ended up going with a walk, but Alex Rodriguez is going to steal the base there.
Yeah.
After a long fight, I ended up getting a walk.
Good job, buddy. So man on third, and Memorial looking to expand on this 6-2 lead, but it is only 4 runs, and Trinity can score in clumps. So they want to get every score they can.
They absolutely do. They want to get every run possible, and with 1 out, a fast runner on
big
third,
pickoff,
look out.
Watch out. Alex Rodriguez did not expect that, as a righty can kind of do the same thing a lefty does with the pickoff dynamic,
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for that. Watch out for Hepler creeping on him behind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss up the front, and it's going to be an easy ground out. Gets a put, but Memorial will add another run, making it 7-2. Good piece of hitting. You just want to get it to the right side of the field.
Vidaro is going to get some love when he comes over the dugout here, as that's his first varsity RBI.
Nice ribby. Yep. And that'll clear the bases off so Nolan at the least can start over here, you know?
Right. You love to see stuff like that. 7-2 now, and first varsity RBI for Matthew Vidaro.
And this will be Liam McGillen up to bat. And he's doing the
Wow.
DHing today. And, yeah, it's like, you know, let's roll the dice and see if it's a strike or not.
Yeah.
And I love Jim Loss. He does a lot of games. He's a really great umpire. I think his game plan was to just open it up a little bit today. Let these teams, because you never know. The game started off, an hour and 5 minutes for 5 innings, and it's been about the same amount of elapsed time for these 2 innings.
Yeah,
So,
we are currently 8:25, even still a really quick game.
absolutely. Here's from the windup where he's more comfortable. Strike right down the middle, and that's a no-doubter.
Yeah, that's an easy call to make right down Broadway.
You could hear the pop of the mitt. It sounded like the Fisher Cats just ended over there at Fisher Cat Stadium with the fireworks. Here's the pitch from the windup where he's more comfortable indeed. You can tell right away. 1-2 count, and this is time for a K if you're him. You got to be thinking strikeout, get back, and let's do some bidding here.
Yeah, I mean,
it's we're going into the last part of the game.
you got a big 7-2 lead. Just protect it here.
Oh.
McQuillan will drive that one foul.
Is it a situation, Andrew, where all hands on deck are available?
For sure.
Would you see Manny Castro come in potentially if needed
I mean,
to pitch?
the thing with that is he would have to have it. You know, if he didn't get his first batter, I'd say
Woo.
Coach Ambrosio would yank him. But
That was,
wow, look at that.
That was a well-needed breeze on this hot night, provided with that swing, and that is that's the end of the 6th, Andrew. We're going into the last inning of the game here from Coach Jim Schubert Fields for Manchester Public Television. I'm Mike Gonzalez. I'm with my boy Andrew, and we'll be back after this.
Well, we're back top of the 7th inning here from Gill Stadium. The Crusaders leading 7-2, and Isaiah Solis is going to stay out there, and the first batter he's going to have to deal with is Tristan Hasselback.
Really making a run for player of the game honors, though Alexa Rivera's having quite the game, too.
Yeah, Rivera is having a great game so far. That's going to be called a ball, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about. I thought it hit him at first, but
That one is a little bloop, too close going back. Rivera calls him off, brings it in for out number 1.
I don't know. But Coach made some good moves today, putting Pena behind the plate, and Xander playing first. Know what he's doing? He's filling in the gaps.
For sure.
He's whiting out the problem areas by putting your solid players like Mayu at short, who's had a great game over there.
Pinch hitter here, Brady Sorois,
You know, you do
for the Pioneers.
and you put Alexa back in center field. How important is it that he's out there in center field?
Yeah, Alexis is a great fielder, one of the fastest kids in the state, and he's where he belongs out there in center.
I think Coach found his lineup.
I think he did too. The Twins, Berube and Castro is a great top 4, followed by Maylou, Pena, and then Solis. McQuillan and Duclos at the end of that, but Sorois grounds that. Castro going to take his time, fire over to Rivera for the second out.
Boy, was that a nasty play. It looks so easy, but you got to make that throw. And that thing was coming in like a fastball in the 90s.
Yeah, that was a great throw for a guy who throws quite fast. As back to the top of the order, Tyler Nolan.
Andrew, this is your team. This is your school. You're a senior at Memorial. Is this exciting?
It is exciting. Nolan, wow, had him dancing in the batter's box.
Oh, my goodness.
Strike 1.
Prom's tomorrow.
Yeah, not tonight.
But isn't this great to see your buddies get a bit
Up
in here?
the middle. Game's not over yet. Nolan is on with a base hit.
Well, Nolan will do that. You know, he'll extend the game. I would just completely hyper-focus on this at-bat.
Yep, don't even bother with the runner.
Just leave your car unlocked and let them steal all day.
Ollie Service up to the plate here, as Solis is definitely going to try to go the distance here.
Oh, yeah, and he's just really impressing me today.
Service fouled back, 0-1.
0-1, and there you go. Step 1 to the finishing blow. A bookend season, potentially. A win, the first game, and the win right now, but that's
Service pops it out of play. 0-2.
0-2. So what are you doing here? You doing that curveball again?
Yep, waste pitch.
Maybe get him swinging? Or are you going to go for that backwards special?
I would try to go for the curveball here if I'm Solis, because it's in the right position to do it, 0-2. The pitch from Solis off the outside corner, ball 1.
I mean, you're just flirting with danger by not trying to protect there.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys should be swinging no matter what here. That's off the outside corner, ball 2.
I think it's time for your call here. I think it's time for that sweeping curveball, buckle the knees, and get out of here with a win. If you're Memorial.
Solis gets his sign from Pena. And deals swing and a miss. Strike 3. And after 11 losses in a row, the Manchester Memorial Crusaders are back in the win column.
That's the way you want to end a game. Good job by Trinity. Good effort. It's all camaraderie right now. They're all friends. And you know what? Memorial deserves a moment like this.
Isaiah Solis, the sophomore, with a huge game. 5 strikeouts, complete game, 2 runs given up. Memorial back in the win column. 2-11 with the 7-2 win. Trinity will go down to 6-8. But man, what a great sight here from Gill Stadium. Memorial with the big 7-2 win.
I gotta give I'm giving co-player of the games out. I'm going Alexa Rivera for his contributions at the plate and center field, and I gotta give it to Isaiah Solis, having the best game I've ever seen him pitch. And Memorial, look at this. There's no heads hanging on that walk.
They're all happy. Energy was there all night, and it's really great to see this. But for Manchester Public Television, for everybody involved at the station, Joe Lahr, Brendan McCormick, Jason Cody,
Kyle
for my
Heavey.
partner, exactly, Kyle Heavey as well over at Shabbat McDonough Field. For my partner, Michael Gonzalez, I am Andrew Arndt. Thank you, everybody, for watching this ball game, and we will see you soon with plenty of more high school sports action. Good night, everybody.